Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Downey with Barrier-Free Contractors, and this is the Accessible Barrier-Free Homes channel. I combine it with the Accessing My Home podcast, bringing to you guys all kinds of different information. In this case, an expert in platform lifts. And platform lifts are very important for people that can't walk upstairs, whether it's second floor, first floor, whatever. And the guy that's going to talk some serious turkey with you, named Israel Santiago from 101 Mobility, and that's from Sarasota. He's a partner with Chuck Volmer, and those guys do a hell of a nice job. So you need to get a hold of him. You're going to know why after he talks today. Israel, great to see you, man. Thanks for coming
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you.
on. All right, so talk that turkey. Tell me what you
Okay.
got going with these platform lists that are so special.
Okay. With our vertical platform lifts, this is more of, you can kind of call it an outdoor elevator, if you will, in that it is meant to attach to the home or attach to a platform and lift a person and or a wheelchair up to 48 inches in length to a level that they couldn't get to. Say, give a scenario, 7 steps up to a house, they can't get up the steps, a handrail isn't working anymore. Now we're looking at either removing the steps and the handrail, or removing the handrail, putting a platform there, meaning, well, like a platform. So 4 legs, an actual platform, we attach it to the home, and we put what's called a pinch point guard, which is basically a piece of plywood or any type of thing that way that keeps the person in the lift from actually pinching their hand, head, shoulder, knees, toes, anything of that nature, as it comes up to that level. So I'm explaining kind of a straight through, meaning you come in the front off of a ramp into the lift, operate it with a button or a paddle, depending, because some people don't have the dexterity to actually touch and hold a button. So a paddle is more for somebody they can hit with their knuckles. It's constant hold, which makes it ADA compliant, meaning you have to continue to press it to get to that level. It stops at the level that we choose, generally the platform. Then there's a gate that opens and you release and go either onto the platform and into the house or directly into the house. And the reason why I explain the difference is because some people have an outward swinging door, which means they have to get onto a platform first, then open the door and get into their home. If you have an in-swinging door, you can just do it directly and then everything flows into the home. However, and this is part of the stuff that Mike helps me with as well, in that he can reverse your door to an in-swinging door and make it a lot easier transition into the home. The reason we do a platform is because even if you could get up certain steps, you need to be able to get that next level into the home. And that 6 inches or that 7 inches might be too much. So making the platform level with the entry to the door is very crucial. We do a lot with 10 footers, 12 footers in Sanibel, and the barrier islands a lot as well. And on those, we're looking at a 10-foot platform, meaning you're holding that button to get up to a platform that's 10 feet high or 12 feet or 14 feet high. And we deal with 5 different manufacturers, so we're able to kind of find a price point that fits everybody. We also do an outdoor elevator that is strictly marine grade. It's meant to be on the beach. A lot of these VPLs where we are here in Florida, the weather and the salt water will tear them apart inside of generally about 5 to 7 years. So it just depends on the longevity of the piece of equipment you need, and then we transition. So if it's something like that, we have to go maybe into an outdoor elevator instead of just a vertical platform lift. They kind of put together the same way. And Mike, you know from working with me, the cutouts are similar at the top for the opening gate. It's just a little more intrusive when we're talking about building an outdoor elevator. as opposed to a vertical platform lift that comes fully assembled and what maybe we're putting on the top of the tower.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this, wow, got to be 15 years now.
Is that right? Well, I've seen some of these things. It's pretty remarkable. And you know what? The truth is, whether you're a senior that just has mobility issues, you're in a wheelchair, whatever it may be, having these lists is just a truly very important life-saving scenario, independent scenario.
It truly is. It does so much for, say, a person that wants to stay in their home and maybe they fell. And maybe they're not even upward in age. It's just they fell and now they can't do steps, or a hip surgery, or a leg that's damaged past a certain point, or COPD. We're dealing with COVID and so much things now that everybody's breathing is off. Now you can't go up the 15 steps, and you need a piece of equipment like this to stay in your home. Because right now, buying a home is absolutely ridiculous. So getting out of your house is not the answer anymore. Where a couple of years ago, maybe you sell your home and get a Florida flat. Now you need to stay in your home because there isn't another home to buy. So it just turns into what is the best scenario for you and how do you stay in the home that you want to be in.
All right, good stuff. All right, everybody, you heard it from the horse's mouth here in this case. The guy knows his business. Israel, it's been great working with you on this. And I want to ask everybody the great value that he brought to you. Would you please subscribe to our channel? It's very important that we broadcast a message to a lot of people. And the more people that subscribe, the more we get helped. Israel, thanks, bud.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay.